again. You were born of the breath that starts the wind. Remember your origin.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely beautiful day. I'm super excited to be here today with all of you guys. Wow, what a beautiful energy. Look at that. Energy doesn't lie, guys. We have people all over the world. We have a room packed almost with 500 people. Look at that. Look at what that energy is doing right now on the chat. I hope that you guys are having absolutely a beautiful day, like I said. Let's go ahead and put on the chat, where are you tuning from, what country, what city. Are you excited about this? Are you excited about ORYGN? Are you excited about the things that are coming? This is exciting times, guys. We're super excited to go ahead and make sure that you have the best of the best, and not only when it comes to products. One little thing before we start, guys, I just want to make sure that you have it, is we have this call in different languages, okay? We have this call in different languages, and we want to make sure that you are listening in the right language. So if you speak Hungarian, you need to go ahead and look for the Japanese translation button, and then you will be listening in Hungarian. We didn't have a Hungarian button in Zoom, so we couldn't go ahead and choose that. I'm sorry about that. But if you choose Japanese, you will be able to listen that in Hungarian. If you are here and you speak Italian, then just click on the Portuguese button and you will be able to go ahead and hear this call and this training, of course, in Italian. If you speak Spanish, click it in Spanish. If you speak German, French. We're super excited, guys. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and start with good energy, with good vibes. I'm the type of person that everything that you put in your mind, everything that you put right here is exactly what is going to happen. So let's go ahead and put good vibes. Let's go ahead and put on the chat 1111 if you're ready to take your life to the next level. And when I say to the next level, I really mean your next level. Visualize what you want, visualize the life, the lifestyle, your dream body, your cars, whatever that you want to go ahead and do, your lifestyle, your houses, where you want to travel around the world, anything that you want, visualize and put 1111, because tonight we have everything for you to make your dreams come true. And you're in the right place, you're in the right time, and you're at the right moment. And what a better place to go ahead and introduce our dear CEO and founder, Dan Putnam. He is ready to go ahead and bring this to the next level. And we have also other guests that, oh my gosh, this information that is going to happen today is going to be absolutely wonderful. So let's go ahead and please give a round of applause to our CEO and founder, Dan Putnam. My friend, the floor is yours. Let's go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and show these people why ORYGN is the best of the best.
Awesome. Thank you so much, JC. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly fine, my friend.
Fantastic. And it's showing the screen correctly?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Awesome. First, I want to thank everybody for joining us all over the world. This is a very exciting time. Tomorrow, 12/12, we're launching this in approximately 80 countries all over the world. You guys are the first ones to hear about it. I want to talk just a little bit about the name ORYGN. And it means, the definition of origin is the first stage of existence or the beginning. And anytime you make change in your life, you have to almost start over, do things differently. And ORYGN is really the opportunity that's designed to allow you to live life on your terms, to call your own shots. And just like it says, it's the first stage of existence. It's the beginning. And this call is the beginning of something brand new for you. And we really feel with ORYGN, it's not just a name, it's a promise about where everything begins. We believe where things start determines how they end. From the molecular foundation to the final delivery, every single decision that we make is rooted in purity, integrity, and it's intentional by design. I've been full-time in the network marketing industry for over 30 years. I've done billions of dollars in sales, paid out billions of dollars in commissions, and everything that we've put together here is intentional, and it's designed to be the fastest moving, best duplication and retention model ever put together. Now we have brand pillars, and when people hear about ORYGN, what we want them to think about first off is purity. Our products are as pure as it gets. It doesn't get any better than this. You'll hear from the formulator and our partner in this, Sean, here in just a few minutes, talking about how amazing this product is. But it's everything from our sourcing, the patents, the way that it's processed, and it is truly a pure raw material. In addition to the purity, because of the patented extract process, we're also going to be talking about potency. This again is patented, maximum concentration, superior sublingual absorption. Just as an example, most sublingual products have between 10 and 60% absorption. This has an upwards of 90%. The next thing that I want to discuss briefly is our strategic partnership. Anytime you're launching something brand new, there's risk involved. Even if you've done it before, everything's a little bit different. And we knew how big this product was. We knew how big this opportunity was. We didn't want to risk anything. So what we did is we worked everything with strategic partnerships, starting with the infrastructure. We partnered with a 9-year-old debt-free company that's already done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales all over the world, has a distribution network set up all over the world. That's why we're able to launch from day one in approximately 80 countries. We own our own manufacturing. We have our own software. We have our own AI. We have our own legal team. The logistics, again, shipping centers all over the world. And we have the technology to help in marketing so that every single person, regardless of your background, your skill set, or experience, can market as good as the top 1 or 2% of marketers all around the world. We're using the latest AI technology. So everything that we've done is built around these strategic partnerships, even with the strategic alignment with our products. And I'm going to have Sean come on now because he's the one that's created this extract process with his partners, helped put this product together to make this product possible. And Sean, you've been out to Norway and met with the owners of the raw ingredient and everything like that. Why don't you tell them just a little bit about what makes this so different, your experience in Norway, and then we'll get into this absolutely incredible product that we're going to be discussing here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dan. You know, when we went to Norway for the first time over a year ago, my wife and I, it really blew our mind. We didn't really know what to expect. We had an understanding of what they were doing. And, you know, my wife and I come from this healthy lifestyle space, right? We've been in holistic health products, creating these products, etc., educating for about 25 years. And so we were like, well, what are we going to learn? And when we got there, our minds were really blown because it was so pure. The environment was so clean, the water, the temperature of the water, the process, learning about, first of all, the sourcing of the cleanest salmon in the world, going through this patented process to get from that salmon what we now know in our product, what it was all about, from the water temperature, as I mentioned, to what the fish were being fed in the ocean, in these fjords in Norway. It really, really blew our mind. And when we learned that their patented process was using enzymes, which we're all about, we were even more excited. So yeah, Dan, that Norway, at some point, if whoever gets to go there, you are going to have your mind blown. So here it is. Meet TryGLP. Everyone is talking all over the world about GLP-1. I don't care where you are, you're hearing about GLP-1. The difference here is we're the trifecta. We're GLP-1, GLP-2, GIP, and the GLP-1 portion is really as it says, the appetite whisperer. It's quieting the mind. It's the food noise, right? So we're always thinking about, what are we eating? What are we going to eat next? People are thinking about, what do I have in the, in the refrigerator? So that food noise dissipates. It goes away. And that is the first start. That is very, very important, having that under the GLP-1. GLP-2, that's your gut, right? We've been teaching gut health for, as I said, about 25 years. Everything in the body starts with digestion. Everything starts with what's going on, absorbing. Are you breaking down the food you're eating? Are you absorbing the nutrients? Do you have a good microbiome, right? Gut health is huge in any aspect of human health. And GIP is the energy that's created, right? It optimizes the insulin, it no sugar spikes, all these good things. It regulates glucose. So these products that are out there, first of all, they're drugs, right? They're synthetic drugs. We're coming from food, clean food. And with all three, this is why we're having the success that we're having. All right, so these key benefits, there's so many benefits, and I won't go into everything. The triple action synergy, as it says there, because you are healing the gut, you are quieting the mind. Do I need to eat? Do I want to eat? And that's really what weight gain is talking about, right? And not just losing weight, not just losing fat, but creating energy, feeling good. It's so different. Yes, you're going to lose fat with this product. Going to go through that process, but you're also going to feel so many other things because you're getting this trifecta, as we mentioned. So you're going to feel better, right? People who are using this product, they feel better. You're going to start noticing that right away. And the fat loss, right? And the biggest thing about this, we talk about these clinical benefits and what have you, and why we're different, is you're not going to have anything unhealthy going into the body. There are no negative side effects because this is food. This is not synthetic, and it's whole food. We don't isolate anything. It's whole. Your nutrients that you're eating, the absorption is very high, right? So it's helping the food that you're eating, but it's this salmon, this so clean salmon. And by the way, most salmon all over the world, if it's wild caught, however it's grown, is very dirty. Fish is dirty. There are a lot of parasites, and out in the wild, they say salmon take about 5 years to become a full-grown adult, and they're picking up all this bad stuff along the way. We're talking about such clean salmon that we use at 2 years, and in a pristine water, pristine feeding, everything is perfect. It's in a perfect environment. That is a big, big deal. And so when you say, well, why are we different, Sean? What is the difference? Well, first off and foremost, we're not a drug. We're not taking shots. We're not getting injections. That's not very fun, right? We like to always say, at what cost to the body? Meaning, well, what happens? People are getting sick on these synthetic versions. And I don't care if it's a shot, an injection, or some of this made up product out there, because they're trying to take advantage of people wanting to lose weight in the word, GLP-1. But that's not right. That's not fair. You shouldn't suffer. You shouldn't have negative effects, side effects, by trying to lose weight. And here's the biggest thing, besides it's so much less money, is that these GLP-1 products out there, here's the worst part. Yeah, you might lose fat. It's a drug, but you're losing muscle. And that's why people you see who have gone on these GLP-1 products, they don't even look the same, because they start to get saggy. Their face is droopy. You have your muscle is going away, and that's very problematic. With our product, you not only, it doesn't happen, you're actually holding on. You're building lean muscle with the protein that it is. That's fabulous. I mean, that's completely different, because you don't want to lose muscle. You want to lose fat. I mean, it's completely different. So let's lose fat and let's keep our muscle so we look the way we want to look, feel the way we want to look or feel, right? We don't want anything negative. So everything here, the longer you use this product, the better it gets. people start losing that weight, maybe a little weight in the first couple of weeks. But once you get up to about that 8-week place, it just keeps going and you don't have to go off of it. And this is fantastic for those who are coming off of those synthetic versions of this GLP-1 that's out there. This is a great transition for them to help them be healthier and to lose that fat while having their muscle still. Clinical studies, so many clinical studies. This has been going on this side. So we have two. I want you to understand something. There's clinical studies on this salmon, on all these things. And that's been going on for up to 6 years now. That's patented. All the testing has been done. No one else in the world. Please believe me when I say no one in the world has what we have. We have all the clinical studies on the salmon side. And then we have, and that's patented. And then we have on our side, right? We have multiple patents, proprietary extraction process. And that's what's bringing out this extremely potent product where less is more because it is whole. So when we're using this product, 5 drops at a time, people are using that once or twice a day. It's typically best to use late morning and in the afternoon. Why do I say that? Well, for one, it creates really good metabolic energy. So that may help you not go to sleep, right? It may keep you awake at night. So if you're trying to stay awake, so there's that. So most folks are using it late morning, mid-morning, and then mid-afternoon, late afternoon using that product. But all the clinicals are there. You will feel that, right? It's not just seeing in the mirror or stepping on the scale. You're going to start losing that weight, but you're going to feel better. You're going to absorb more nutrients from your food, like iron, as an example. That's a big, big thing. This is a protein, is what it really is, what this stuff's all coming from. And so you've got collagen 1 and 3, in this product. There's so many benefits. It's not just a synthetic whey, right? It's a pure natural food. Everything's there. All the symbols are there. It's whether it's organic, whether it's, kosher, everything is there. Everything is certified. Like I said, we've been in this healthy space of plant-based whole food for 20 some years. This is by far the biggest thing we've ever been involved with, my wife and I. And what I mean by that is it's the timing. And it's not just to say, oh, right place, right time. No, it's the timing. You're talking billions and billions and billions of dollars where people are looking for these GLP-1s, and it's just beginning. And now people are looking for a safer, healthier way to use a GLP-1 product. Get my little water. The ingredients are so pure. I can't express it enough. Everything that is done on the extract. Well, first you start with, what are you extracting? The cleanest salmon in the world. And then how are you doing that? Well, we're doing it with no chemicals. We use no chemicals and we add no carrier oils. As Dan mentioned earlier, and he was being very generous with what oils, how much they absorb into the human body. Our bodies are made up of water and fluids. Our bodies are not made up of oil. And really, if you look at these oil products in these dropper bottles from other companies out there, they don't absorb. The absorption is really, really low when you get down to it. So when we're absorbing as high as we are, that's why you're feeling it. That's why you don't need a lot. You don't hold it under your tongue. There are no carrier oils put into this bottle. No one can do that in the world. We don't add any carrier oils. We don't use alcohol. It's so clean. When you drop it on your tongue, it basically just starts, if you've used it already, it just starts to dissipate and absorb. That's where the absorption is coming in at such a high level.
That's for sure, Sean, and I really appreciate everything that you've done and the research that you've done and bringing this out to the world. Again, we couldn't be more excited. It was literally less than 8 weeks ago when we had our very first discussion. We didn't have a product name. We didn't even know the exact product that we were going to do, the format we were going to do it in, and stuff like that. And who would have imagined, literally less than 8 weeks later, we're launching this product to over 80 countries. We have a packed out Zoom right now that I'm getting messages all constantly that people aren't able to get on, saying that it's maxed out, which is kind of weird. We do apologize for that because our room is much bigger than the number of people that's on. So there must be some technical difficulties with Zoom, but this is being recorded, and we do definitely appreciate you going over the product. And I do like to just point out a couple of the things that you mentioned. One of them, just that potency because of the extract. An extract is different than just a raw ingredient. And so when you look at the studies, most of the studies are done on 4 grams all the way up to 12 grams of product. But because of the absorption rate, because of the potency, we're able to get those same types of results with somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 10 drops. Literally drops, not dropper fools, just drops. This product is absolutely incredible. And what I'm going to talk about is what you was just mentioning. The timing is everything. So when you're looking at a business, obviously you want to make sure that the company's solid. We have that strategic partnership already all over the world. The patents on the product, you want to make sure that this isn't going to show up on the shelves of Costco and all of the other stores like that. This is something that we're extremely excited about. But what I want to talk about briefly is the timing. In the United States, it's estimated 8 to 10% of the population is already on a GLP-1 product. Now, most of these are the synthetic prescriptions. That's 30 to 40 million people already using the product. And it's estimated an additional 30 to 35% are looking at taking a GLP-1, but either they can't afford the prescription because their insurance doesn't cover it. They don't want to do injections. And so there's literally more than 100 million people just in the United States that are actively looking for these GLP products. And we have the best out there. Not only is it the most pure, as Sean mentioned, I think it's extremely important that you realize this is not a drug. This is a food. This is complete food grade, whole food product with nothing in there that can cause the types of side effects and things like that that's happening when you put synthetics in the body. Almost 100% of synthetics have side effects. The body doesn't know exactly what to do. You're putting a foreign substance into the body that is not a food. The body's designed to get its nutrition from food. And as Sean mentioned, these peptides are amino acids that work as signaling molecules to signal the body exactly what to do. This is where nutrition is headed. It's getting extremely specific. But when we can take an all-natural, whole food product with the same studies that the pharmaceuticals are using, and then you put together the timing, that just in the United States alone, there's more than 100 million people actively looking for this type of product. And just to go through a little bit of the size, and the size here is mostly in the pharmaceuticals because there hasn't been any real nutraceuticals that has the science and the backing behind it. So right now, it's estimated about $53 billion in 2025. And I've seen the lower estimates that I'm seeing is around 100 billion, but I've seen all the way up to an estimate of 500 billion in the next 5 to 10 years. So even though right now today it's at about 53 billion, it's estimated to double to all the way up to 10x in the next 5 to 10 years. And what are people looking for? Here's the options. You have theirs, painful weekly injections of a synthetic product with known side effects. You're going to see every single one of those commercials talk about side effects that nobody wants to have. You have to go and get a prescription from a doctor, or you have to go to a weight loss clinic, so you have to pay for the office visit in addition to the product. There's just Ozempic alone, I saw the other day, has over a $2 billion lawsuit against them. And then not to mention all of the medical waste of these syringes going into the landfills all over the world. Now you look at ours. We have a patented oral liquid delivery, triple peptide formula, which Ozempic and most of those are only GLP-1. We're not only helping to control the appetite and things like that, we're also helping with inflammation. We're helping with insulin resistance. We're helping the body become sensitive to insulin. We're helping protect the muscle, increase the muscle mass. So again, this is a completely different animal than what's already the hottest thing in the world, 100% natural ingredients as opposed to 100% synthetic ingredients. Sustained release, no needles or syringes, so easy to take. And again, the thing that gets me more excited is this is literally 90% less than the pharmaceuticals. The pharmaceuticals average about $1,500 per month. We've seen the nutraceuticals are typically starting between $300 to $800 per month. We have, for maximum results, a 3-pack for $130. We have a single bottle for $55, which would be more for maintenance and things like that, but still very effective. And we're going to be launching tomorrow with 2 more packages. We're going to have a business builder pack, which is going to come with a 3-pack and then 3 single bottles, and that's going to be $259.95. There's some other benefits in that in ranking, but that's going to give you product that you can take, but then also product that you can share. The compensation is a little different on that package. It pays a $25 fast start, and the rest is going directly into the 2-team pay, which I'll talk about here briefly in a minute. That's for people who want to build a team and really want to focus on that residual income as fast as possible. It's going to give you extra product on hand. So when you have somebody start in your local community, you can give them a bottle so they don't have to wait the 3 to 5 day shipping time, or in some areas a little bit more than that. We're getting this in most areas around the world in 3 to 5 days, and the ones that are taking the longest, there's a couple that are about 10 to 14 days in order to get your product. So getting with that business builder package, so you have some extra product on hand, is definitely beneficial. And then we're also going to have what we call our ORYGN reset. This is 9 bottles for the first month, and then it will automatically adjust to the triple pack for your auto ship. That's also going to qualify you in a higher rank, and that is $389.95. So there's not a discount for buying the more bottles. We're already putting it at the lowest price we can bring this to the market, but there are benefits as far as rank, and obviously a big benefit in getting more product in your hand so that you can have some product to build your business with. And as Sean said, this is a synergistic product. The longer you use it, the better it works. And some people want to start with much higher doses, depending on how much weight you're looking to lose, even though we're seeing great results with as little as 4 drops or up to 10 drops. But some people, to get maximum results, they may need to take 15 drops or 20 drops or more. And so that gets them started with the 9 bottles. Again, that can be extra bottles to build the business, or just to give you the best chance of reaching the results. And even if you go with the 9 bottles, it's still about 70% less than the pharmaceuticals. So again, this is absolutely amazing. A lot of people are wondering, okay, this sounds pretty good, but how does this work? How does the business work? How do I get started? We have a simple business model, and this is something that I think is just as exciting to me as the product is, because we're doing things that have never been done in the history of network marketing. Every single person has a pre-built marketing system with the latest AI technology, and we're offering it on Instagram for free. So every single person will have what we call Closer. I'll explain a little bit more about that, with pre-built marketing campaigns. So it will automatically post 3 times per day. It'll automatically follow up with every like and every comment, all of the engagement that you're getting from the posts. And again, this is putting you in front of this rapid market growth, because what I'm excited about here is we, instead of having to go to a doctor, get prescriptions and do all of that, we're word of mouth. So we can move so much faster. You don't have to go and set a doctor's appointment, go and meet with the doctor and run all these tests. You simply, either if they have a business builder package, you might get your first bottle the day that you talk to them and the day that you join. But again, this market is the largest market in the pharmaceutical and the nutraceutical world. There is nothing bigger than these GLP peptides. And again, a global opportunity starting tomorrow in approximately 80 countries all over the world. Now, there's several different ways that you can earn money. We're not going to go into all of them, but we are going to talk about the important ones. Number one, retail sales. We have what we call instant pay. It's 50% on the actual dollar. So if they purchase a pack for $130, you're going to make $65, and you're going to make that instantly every time they order. And then you're going to have 20% of the CV go into your pay leg of your 2-team plan. Then we have the lifestyle bonus. This really explains the entire compensation plan. To keep things simple, we have a 2-team plan, and in order to make unlimited commissions, you simply need to find one brand partner on your left team and one brand partner on your right team. As soon as you do that, you're literally qualified to earn unlimited commissions. The next step is to help them do the same thing. If those two also qualify for unlimited commissions by finding 2 brand partners, that'll qualify for our first lifestyle bonus and put your business in profit. So if you duplicate that, if I just duplicate that 2 who get 2 4 times, that'll put me around 10 to 20,000 US dollars per month. If I duplicate it 6 times, that'll put me around 100,000 US dollars per month. There's really nothing else that you need to understand in the compensation plan. You want to understand the retail plan. Instant pay, 50% of whatever dollar amount they spend. If they spend $400, you make $200. If they spend $100, you make $50. If they spend $500, you make $250. And you make that on every single order. The next thing, qualify for unlimited commissions by finding 2 brand partners and teach them to do the same thing. And then you have the lifestyle bonus. You put your business in profit. We have fast start bonuses on the first orders. We have a 2-team pay that pays up to $20,000 per week, and unlimited matching bonuses. And we have other ways to get paid, but this basically gives you an idea. But again, just to cover, as we're closing out here, the strategic partnerships and this marketing system, we've partnered with Closer. Everybody gets Instagram for free, so you can try it out for free, and then you can add more social accounts for as little as $9.95. So if you also want to have a complete marketing campaign on TikTok, on Facebook, on X, or on up to 13 other social media sites, you can add those to it and have a professionally done campaign that's all AI. Now, here's a thing that I want to point out with Closer. This is not an autoresponder. This is not an auto poster. Every single brand partner's campaign is different. It's unique to them alone. When it sends a message to somebody who likes your post, that message is specific to the person who liked it. If they make a comment, the response is specific to the person who made the comment. It's not like an autoresponder that's sending the same message to everybody. This is using the latest AI technology. It'll create a campaign for you for 30 days. And you can just start the campaign and let it run. Or if you want to focus and change some things up a little bit, it'll do 99% of the work for you. You literally can just go through. You can change the pictures. You can put your own video. You can put your own pictures if you want to brand yourself more. And you just swap out the picture. And then it will still put out that entire campaign. So it'll do a 30-day campaign for you. It'll run 30 days at a time. You can just run the campaign that it has. You can view it all before it starts. You can change the pictures using the AI, or you can change the pictures just adding one from your own photo library. Also the same thing with the descriptions and things like that. You can go with what it is, or you can make a couple changes. And so this is something that allows every single person to create maximum exposure on social media. In addition to that, we have a complete 5-step training system that will help you build your business no more than 1 or 2 hours per day, following a proven strategy that we've used to do billions of dollars in sales. So hopefully, with all this information that we've covered over the last 40 minutes, you understand that you are in the right place at the right time. I do not think there has never been a truer statement made than that right now. Timing and positioning do matter. You can build something and you can create your own excitement and things like that, but it is much easier if you already have the timing for you. We are ORYGN, and we are the future of wellness. So what we want to urge every single one of you, do not delay. You basically have about 9 more hours that you can enroll people from all over the world for free. Let's make a goal of every single person that's on this call to go and find at least 2 more people. Go and find 2 more people in the next 9 hours in order to launch this business with you. If you can probably find 5, or you can probably find 10, but go find as many people as you can in the next 9 hours before we go live at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and people can start purchasing the product. And again, it's time to reset your origin, a new beginning, and this is where everything starts. So again, thanks everybody. I really appreciate your time. I hope that you got some value from finding out about the opportunity, finding out about the product. But at the end of the day, you are the first people around the world to know of the existence of this product. We are just getting going, but with the strategic partnerships, you don't have the risk. We're already registered in the EU. We have registration going all over the world. We have shipping centers all over the world. We own our own software. We have our own manufacturing, everything that you need. Now it's your turn to make a decision and again, live the life that you deserve, live life on your terms. JC, I'll go ahead and turn it to you to close out.
Thank you so much, Dan. Wow. Guys, are you guys excited or what? Let's go ahead and put on the chat if you're excited for this wonderful product.